here's what we're working with. For the past month, I've been on these bars. They're the anvils. They're a 40 mil rise, 800 mil width, which is a little different than my usual Spank Spike 35s, which is an 820 width and a 35 mil rise. I've also got a little extra spacer action going on underneath. So basically what this has done is it's raised my cockpit up and effectively moved my weight back a little bit. So what I'm trying to achieve here, I've been finding that I've been riding really far off the back of the bike. I was told by some people that I really trust that like totally opposite to what I think, raising the front end up and pulling it back will help me keep my weight farther over the front. I'm not 100% sure if I've noticed that, maybe a little bit, but today I'm going to do a track that I know really well, something that I feel really confident on, and I'm going to try the bars back to back and yeah, let you guys know what I think. If you have any thoughts about bike fit, bike setup, let me know in the comments. And just so that we're all clear, I am not changing anything else about the bike. So normally you change shock or fork settings according to the ride height. I'm trying to keep everything exactly the same. Tire pressure, fork settings, shock settings, everything's going to be exactly the same for this ride. The only thing that I'm changing is bar height, stack height, and bar width. So there we go. Let's get it.
Alright, so I was going to do these test runs back to back, but I figured it was probably more interesting and more efficient to show it this way with a voiceover. If you hate it, I'm sorry. So, I had the 800 by 40 mil anvil bars on there for about a month, plenty of time to get used to it. There was a bit of a learning curve, especially in tech terrain where I definitely felt like I was fighting to stay over the front wheel, but that's another matter. So, when I swapped on my old Spank 820 mil by 35 mil bar, I immediately felt more at home on the bike. You can see from the video that I'm actually riding farther forward as well, which is exactly what I'm going for. With 5mm less rise and 5mm shorter stem and spacer stack, these bars end up putting me 10 mils lower in the front, in addition to having my hands wider apart, pulling my torso forward even further. This position is closer to the ride line suggested settings, and as you can see from the video, it's actually faster as well. So that's my conclusion. As much as I wanted the higher rise, narrower bars to magically fix my riding position and allow me to ride farther over the front, they don't. The wide, lower down handlebars definitely give me a better riding position and faster overall and more comfortable on the bike. Oh, and a side note, I really miss the Vibracore on my Spank bars. It is awesome to minimize hand fatigue on longer rides. Thanks for watching. If you have any feedback or any questions, let me know in the comments. Love to hear how your setup's doing and what you found works really well for you. See you guys out on the trails.